Hello.
Hello. Oh, we have a Jack.
Yeah.
Please lead on.
No, I don't. I'm not very well. So, editor,
Hello.
feel free to
Not
mute.
well, Jack. Stand down. Stand down.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Drone Out. This week you are joined by some people's favourite, Curry Kitten.
Everybody's favourite.
Everyone.
And Jack, the not very well man, who may be making an appearance depending on the state of affairs. And myself, Stephen. Good evening. And I hope all you out there have been enjoying this week with some credible weather, enabling you to take to the air without being smashed sideways by wind or rain. We ourselves have not been so fortunate, although I did manage to get flying with Jack recently, but top secret projects forbid us from saying too much about that.
It was
Curry?
nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, mate.
Did you not at least crash his tricopter or something?
No, I specifically said don't bring the tricopter because I know you love it and I will crash it because I'll try and fly it like it's a modern quad and it won't be happy and I will bin it into the side of a hill. So no, we didn't fly the Tri. But we did fly a bunch of digital systems and got his analog rigs out and some interesting studies in gyros and power supply systems to gyros enacted through a physics experiment wherein we determined that looping lots of noise through a gyro wasn't necessarily good for D-term or your motors or your sanity. And after adding all the filters and running out of additional filters to add, we decided that it's probably better to have nice hardware than lots of filtering.
Nice.
I do have, funny enough, a tricopter update. I 3D printed a motor mount. It seems to have held, and
have you flown it?
I put 9-inch props on it, and Chris G retuned it without me asking.
Why stop at 9-inch?
Rule 0.
You have to match what's in your pants.
I thought Rule 0 just doesn't apply to tricopters. Like tricopters, the exception to Rule 0. They've
got 11-inch on mine, Jack.
Tony,
hello.
Tony Chestnut.
How is everybody?
Let me know if you guys can hear me cough.
Oh my god, you sound rough.
I am rough as fuck. I'm on amoxicillin or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh,
I've got the lurgy. What happened is I went up and saw Stephen, and through the whole trip, any train pole I saw, I gave it a good old lick.
Been licking those railings once again.
I have tube AIDS.
I'm familiar with the winter condition of having a small head cold, riding the underground, and then you blow into a tissue at the other end, and you find that you've somehow ejected a whole load of jet black mystery into the tissue that wasn't in your nose on the other end of the journey. So I can believe that there's some foulness at play.
Cole, if we do go to London, if you've ever wondered what being inside an air fryer is like,
try the Victoria line at rush hour.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't that the main?
It's not fashionable.
Victoria Station. That's like the main one, isn't that?
It's one of them. The Victoria line was kind of a far-flung line back in the day, and they didn't make it particularly wide, so they haven't got the height to put in air conditioning systems or any extra airflow. So you got what you got. It runs nice and fast, but it's damn noisy and it's damn hot.
Well, Shady calls it tuberculosis. I like that one.
Tony has got a new mode on his mountain bike, and he had the Neo desperately trying to keep up with him. But
I did actually.
He was too rapid. He's unbelievable.
I just posted a reel of it. That was that was times 8, Jack.
You were rapid.
It did keep up with me pretty well. I mean, what did it fly? 7 whole minutes, which was about 3.5, maybe 3 miles. I think I'd done, and then it crashed.
Too shabby. Was it through cover or open terrain?
Mostly open terrain, but like down through farmyards and across fields and through tracks and through gates.
You're not quite brave enough to go through the woods yet, then.
Oh, I've been through the woods with it. It's done pretty well. Yeah, it does all right. And when it crashes, you just, because it's so light, it just bounces off and you just go and pick it up.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to the next version. I'm hoping they're going to do one with dodgy, might move out of the way of stuff, or be a bit more AI.
We're moving like Fiddler's Elbow, I swear to God.
Yeah,
I've been seeing
fast forwarded, Jack.
Well, I've been seeing like Mini 5 Pro rumors, so I bet you Neo 2 is just around the corner, man.
And we'll get to enjoy them. Unlike some people slightly to your South, Cole, who apparently really starting to feel the pinch.
Not going to be able to have them anymore.
No. Well, in other news, though, I actually just got some brand new goggles, not related to the ones I was talking about recently, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Check these out.
Ski goggles, swimming goggles. Oh, yeah. It's like you can be anywhere. Forget about FPV. You can be anywhere in the world.
It's actually meant for flying 3D. So this is like, I'm gonna have to show Zoe FPV these. She might have to try those out.
Now I'm the pyramids. Now it's the Great Wall of China. Now I'm the top of the Empire State Building. Just anywhere in the world.
Audio listeners.
Oh, for our audio listeners, I have a ViewMaster from the 80s?
Yeah,
late 70s, isn't it?
Yeah, probably late 70s.
It's a miracle the plastic's in one piece.
It's probably
there was this old like antique kind of thrift type shop or consignment store that was down the street, and this one little stand had a ViewMaster with a whole booklet full of like hundreds of different slides. So I was like, and that place was closing, so everything was like 75% off. So I got that for $3 or $4, and I also got some Sega games. Ooh, I got some really good Sega games actually.
Say it properly, please.
Sega.
Sega.
That's better.
Or Jack's transmitter boot up noise.
Yeah, I still haven't set that up yet. It's in the box with my Xbox 360. Another vintage console.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I saw Jack's voluminous bottom on somewhere. Has anyone else seen it? Has anyone else seen it?
Jack's bum.
I only saw the top 2 inches or so, but that's how he likes to tease us into seeing more.
Just enough to show the Kit Kat.
It was done so that Frank could rhyme Jack's crack on track.
Is that all it was for?
Yeah, and if you notice, I'm doing a mating call.
Or by lying flat on the ground and screaming at the sky in the traditional fashion.
No, that was me playing my nipples because I'm flying a tricopter. That was for you on my Instagram.
Are we allowed to show that picture, Jack, or is that against the rules?
I think we get taken off air.
Man, you can't really see much.
Yeah,
you can't show any flesh on YouTube now. It's just going to be Christian far right slaps you down, you lose the channel. Yeah. You're done.
Just like a quick little, not too close. Not too long.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, okay. So
you won't even be able to identify which brand name chocolate he's got wedged in the crack.
Oh jeez.
I'd rather show that than Tony filming me pooping.
Here we have Jack sitting in the middle of a field on his own, hands and knees, configuring his tricopter. There's another view. Oh wait, and the best view of all.
Oh yeah. There's sun going down. There's almost a daytime moon visible.
I was going to say, put that out at night. You think it's a bloody another moon landing or something.
I have got a white ass, man.
That is.
I am surprised A4 an office grade isn't written on my ass.
Do you know? You always say I'll wear that luminous jacket, so when I fly long distance and then I'll turn around and
Get
come
my
back.
ass out, like
Just fucking bend over, bro.
it's like a lock welder, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna need whatever the welders wear just to look at Jack's butt. Other goggles.
What you really need is to get a tattoo with your operator number just below the belt line.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be mate.
Speaking of operator numbers and insurance, that is something I'm going to have to get in the next week or two.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, I already have operator
Actually,
ID.
lipos don't work without an operator number in the UK, so you need to be really careful. Otherwise,
Ah.
when you get over here and you find yourself in a field thinking, "Wow, this could be amazing," you plug in the light, it just won't work. The XT60 connector says no.
Yeah.
Really careful.
That reminds me, I think my A2 license I think my 5 years has run out.
What's the line for A2? Is that commercial operations under a certain size or proximity to people?
Yeah, so I could do my
Or
roof
brewery
inspection.
fly-throughs for you then?
Yeah, none of that. I haven't done any of that for ages anyway, but more on the roof inspections and stuff. But
That's a shame, mate.
I don't know whether to bother renewing it or
You do
not.
do it now and again, didn't you?
I've got another one to do
Put a
Monday.
case
so,
around your old hero and lob it up in the air and catch it. All good.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
it's like those YouTube videos or the reels you see where it's like someone that I strap my GoPro to a ball or to a boomerang and it like throws up and then it actually cuts to an FPV
It
shot.
cuts
You're
to a
like,
perfectly smoothly ascending quad.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to do it again though.
Really? Was it a pain to go through the first time?
Yeah, it was. There was lots of
What's a textbook?
yeah, which I hate. Dyslexia stuff. It's
Yeah.
just not my cup of
And
tea.
they
at all.
haven't exactly tidied up regulations, have they? They've just kind of piled extra regulations on top of the existing ones. So
Yeah, it'd probably be more stuff. I know it's definitely cheaper now. I've seen it for like 25 quid or something.
Oh,
I think
really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it an in-person thing or online?
I done it online because it was during COVID.
If it's only 25 quid, we could all just travel up together and do it as a team.
Study test.
You know,
or
crib off each other's
group.
notes.
Maybe could do something like that. I don't know.
Did you
what
pass yours the first time around, Tony?
Mm.
Ah,
Oh, it
smart
can't
man.
be that bad if you did it the first time round.
No,
I think
it's
if Tony
just-
can do it. It's like it sets a low benchmark, surely.
Well, there you go. Exactly.
Dude, for me, when I got my advanced pilot license for Canada,
Mm.
I think I got it on the third try. So I failed it the first time. Well, I think I may have talked about this before, but basically my basic was coming up where I had to renew it or redo it. So I was like, well, I may as well just try for the advanced. I got like 2 points off from to pass it, and I said, okay, whatever, I'll just renew the basic. And then when things like when I actually kind of needed it, I was like, okay, I better do this. And I failed, and then I did it 24 hours later, and then I got it. But yeah, the one in Canada is not easy for the advanced drone pilot license. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's probably a bit different to the A2. The A2
Like,
wasn't too bad.
He's got
You have to know how to
mobile-
read charts. You have to know how to like actual crazy pilot stuff.
Yeah, call signs, reading weather, all sorts.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
the weather.
no
I
cams
I did do weather stuff on the A2. You have to know
It's a bit weird because it's like,
weather.
oh, there's the weather. Yeah, that looks
Okay.
all right. Off I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really about doing anything. It's about knowing the regs, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, well, you have to judge, is the weather good or bad? And you have to know that you have to judge it. And whether you can judge it or not judge it really doesn't come into it. It's you have to know that you have to. And
Yes,
that's all
yeah.
you've got to do. You've got to put it on a checklist and be like, yep, done the checklist. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can go out and fly my quad in a 50-mile-an-hour wind because I've tuned it already in a 45-mile-an-hour wind, and I think it's good enough. And that's fine. You can say that, but you just have to know it's on a checklist.
I still think I've never been stopped or pulled over or any police or anyone have ever said anything. I still think
No.
no one's going to say anything anyway. And if the police do turn up, they're just they won't know anything. So I think it'd be probably
Although
pretty
I
fun.
don't, I've watched like some random YouTube videos about drone flyers in the UK, especially in like maybe like more built up areas, and cops seem to show up and think that they know a lot and try to like get people in trouble a lot in the UK from what I've seen. And maybe that's just a
We're
wrong.
fairly confrontational with the police, I think, compared to other
Yeah.
countries, because the police don't tend to rock up with a bunch of handguns and attitude, so people chance it with the cops a bit.
Yeah, true. That's fair. Yeah,
Nowadays.
I mean, they don't like it when I recycle. I know that.
Yeah, or get in your car. Yeah, they're not fond of that.
Yeah, because that's a girl's car. You don't.
Well,
fit
if
in there.
anybody's seen Jack's
Not
car
Yeti's
and
car.
Jack next to it, it's like that's not his car.
Yeah.
Look,
It's like watching a clown.
He's
get
gonna
out
he's
of
gonna
the car.
take that car, put it in his pocket, and nick it.
Look, I am not compensating, Mr. Previous Land Rover owner, sex van, mobile, followed by very fast
No, I'm not
neo-Nazi
compensating. I just like
rocket.
a car I can fit in. That's all.
Yeah. I'm just not compensating. My old man had Land Rovers. It was practically inverted. It's a miracle I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's enough room in Jack's car to fit 2 people and a backpack or 2. So I mean, that's enough.
Or Jack, in normal terms. Yeah,
I guess it has been a while since I've
challenging
been there.
car.
I haven't. It's been. I think when I came down was it 2022?
Jack, your car's about the same size as mine. I do worry every now and then if you're going to like really give your head a bang when you get into my car. I
I've flown
find
in your car
myself
before.
naturally
and
looking at the
flown
side
in
of
your
the
car.
door frame. I'm wondering, is he going to get in okay, or is he going to absolutely smack his head on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the crumple zone is me.
Yeah.
Not good.
You saved up some money to buy my number plate yet, Jack?
Oh, I thought we need a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
It's funny though to have it.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. I don't think.
Can't you put it in your van?
I might put it on my van. What's happening? What's happening next year with licenses? I hear we have to have
Electric
numbers
shock
and-
collars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You have to get the file out, and you've got to get that 5-inch down to under 100 grams.
Mm.
Is it really going down? Is it going? Are they dropping? Are they making it 100 grams?
The regs for 250 go down to being applicable to 100 now.
Mm.
So
And if
basically, you need all the paperwork for the 250 shit that you didn't need for it before.
Mm.
So do you
And
think DJI are going to make some sub 100?
Yeah,
Do you
I mean,
think they
people are going
can?
to carry on chasing that. You were talking about the Neo a second ago and how capable it was, right? So that's like 140 gram.
Yeah,
I think the writing's
130,
on the wall
100,
that
130, 140.
Neo, yeah, there's going to be like a Neo 2 that will hit a 99 gram limit, I'm sure. Because why wouldn't they? You know? Why wouldn't they bother to do that?
So sooner or later, it will just be a blob chip,
Yeah.
and
they'll
It's
probably
really
put a
not-
reg out and say, well, if it's under 10 grams, so that counts as a spy drone, and we're going to arrest you for being some kind of, international spy. You'll get thrown in jail for that.
And if you built your own drone, you're a terrorist.
Yeah, so if it's under 10 grams, we'll arrest you for espionage and treason and shoot you. And if it's over 100 grams, then you can't fly it in built-up areas. So you need to find an area where you're at least 2,000 meters from any living, breathing person or building.
So we're finishing the
Fly straight up,
show
you'll be
dead.
fine.
We're finishing the show right on time then, really.
Yeah.
It's going that way. I mean, there doesn't seem to be common sense in it. But I'm very doom and gloom about it. So maybe there's a way forward.
The other way to look at it, bearing in mind we've got the legal advice, don't listen to us, is just ignore it. Because as we found out, Tony has not been arrested or picked up for anything and
Despite doing
he
Gatwick.
did Gatwick.
Yeah.
They did talk to him about it.
Yeah.
So as long as I still think it's going to be a case of if you're in the right area, which is like if you're in a field, if you're away from people, fly what you like. You know, people who live in London, i.e. Stephen, might have slightly more aggravation from people thinking they know what is now the law and stuff. But
comes down to Wheaton's law, right? Wheaton's law. Don't be a dick. Fundamentally, it's always been about this, even with before the regs.
I didn't realize
it's always been about respecting people that are around you, and if you respect people around you and you're nice to them, then they won't bother trying to cite the law. And if you don't respect them, then you can be passing all the laws and they'll still find a way of nailing you. So just be nice to people and respect everyone and make the hobby good for everyone as well as yourself, you know?
Yeah. It's be a reasonable human.
Yeah.
Unless you're X-Jet or Final Glide, where they actively have it out for you because you're having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some weird stuff down under with the tall poppy syndrome, where they're like mean to people who are successful and enjoying themselves because they're somehow going to be a target for everyone else. But you know, that's a weird anachronism of the culture, perhaps.
Casa, if you're listening to this, it's okay. I will die of dysentery by the time you what do they call it? Expedite me.
Extradite. If they expedite you, it means you're dying of dysentery faster.
Yeah.
It probably is though.
Yeah.
So instead of an hour and a half, it could be down to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't have licked all those tube trains, you know. I'm pretty sure people told you not to do it.
They are delicious.
So tasty, I know.
I
It
did
smells
do a bit
like
soldering.
KFC everywhere. It's amazing.
I did do a bit of soldering at Stevens.
Mm.
I may or may not have done a bit of soldering on the Gatwick Express.
Wow. And wait, is that the one that you showed me, Jack?
Maybe, yeah.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah. There's definitely not photographic evidence.
Can you
If you
confirm whether the phone chargers on the Gatwick Express are enough to run a USB powered soldering iron?
No, I didn't do that. I forgot my power supply, annoyingly.
Boo.
I know. I now own a Hota charger, T6, from as recommended by our favourite woodcutting
Koala.
diva.
Yes, the Hota T6.
Yours is still in
I
the
would
box.
say, I just put it back in the box when I'm done with it because it has a little foamy thing with it, and it also comes with a little. I guess what is this XT30 to XT60? Yeah, I never used it before, but yeah, this thing's super great. Oh, look, there's curry. It's like super tiny, and
USB power delivery one.
Yep, it does XT60 or PD, and up to 6S, and it's got a lot of really good modes in it too. It's more versatile than the Toolkit RC one. I noticed the small Toolkit one.
Very nice. So it does storage charge because some of those little ones they don't do any discharging because they can't get rid of the heat, I guess.
Yeah, so this one, if you can see, it has a big fan and also the heat sink in the back there, just a big chunk of metal or aluminum, whatever. Yeah, it's so handy because, well, especially if you're traveling, like this thing is super key. It's like shove it in your pocket, shove it in your backpack pocket. You don't have to bring a huge power supply. If you're traveling with a laptop, you've already got probably a USB-C brick and a cable. Super handy.
You could charge it off if you're on the go. You can just get your USB power bank and run that.
Literally,
between sites, you can charge off that.
Honestly, it was one of the last time that when I went traveling at the start of this year, I was like, I don't want to bring 4 chargers and multiple power supplies and like big chunky power supplies and stuff. So I brought this. I brought the other small Toolkit RC one that has 2 inputs. Oh, what the heck? I didn't know I could do that. What the heck? How did that even happen?
Yeah. Max stuff.
And then what else did I bring? And then it was just I got a very small power supply that's the same size as like a MacBook one, and that was perfect. I could charge 3 at a time, and not bad.
Cole, can you show the wood cutting video?
Oh, me chopping wood.
Yeah, I'm not saying though.
I'm not taking you camping.
No, I
He's
know.
ready
like,
for lumberjack
I thought you have to have a plaid shirt on to do it. I was surprised.
I
Would
wasn't
you be
in full
even more
Canadian
powerful
attire
with
yet.
a plaid shirt?
Yeah, but
I would, and you know what? I didn't have the proper power stance either because I wasn't like mounting. You'll see in a second. I was ready to chop my own leg off basically. So
well, no, because you were the furthest. You placed the wood furthest away from you, so the axe should
did.
hit the stock before your
Yes,
leg.
yeah.
In theory,
I mean, I did put half a brain cell into it before I decided to take a
Yeah.
sharp axe to some wood near my body.
I
So
did a lot of
Here we go.
wood chopping when I was a kid, and people just like give you the axe and go, "Hey, figure it out."
So
Awesome.
this one was there was actually kind of a big knot in this one because all the other ones I got I was able to do pretty much first try through, but then
Doink.
look at that in true Canadian fashion.
But I do think if you'd had the correct shirt on, you would have been through that in one.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so
These
too.
pop
I think so
either,
too.
mate. Speaking of
Don't tell
such,
anyone.
Curry,
Hello.
he was shooting guns and shit.
I was shooting guns and shit.
Yeah, NWA.
You up?
You were like a regulator.
It was full out gangster.
Yeah.
I was. I shot so many guns, mostly because I have a pal in Florida who was close to me, and I asked him if he could help me find a place to fish, which we did. But he also said, "Do you want to come to the range with me and fire some guns?" I was like, "Oh, that might be
When
interesting."
in Rome.
And being English, I've not been around guns, and I noticed the shop's insane. It looks like an armory, and when you get in the range, I'm walking along, and the guys are just sat there talking to me, and I'm going like this every 2 seconds because a gunshot goes off like that,
Yeah.
which I could not get used to, and they're just like, it's like, outside do that, inside here it's okay. But yeah, I shot bizarre amounts of guns, like a 45, a Magnum 44, 357,
Oh,
Some
cowboy one.
Python, an Uzi, an AR.
Uzi.
And Uzi.
Yeah, an Uzi.
AR-15.
How the hell do you get a gun permit from Uzi? What's the excuse of that one?
As long as it's a semi, you can fire an Uzi. An
Were
Uzi is
you
surprisingly
suddenly
smooth.
erect when firing?
No, it was
Shake
mostly
ass.
very scared.
Tap in anyone's ass, Curry.
Plus, we didn't have the stock for the Uzi, and he's like, "Hold it." The guy showing me how to do this is
Not like
a
that, like
retired
that.
lieutenant colonel that was in the Rangers, like super highly trained and stuff. So he's like, "Hold it out," and you fire it, and it's like an Uzi's really heavy to hold out, and it's like shaky, shaky, shaky. And this one called
Did
a
you-
308, which is like a rifle that can fire like 1,000 yards. And every time I fired it, albeit accurately, it's like being kicked in the shoulder. I had this bruise come up out of what I was doing.
The biggest I've fired is a 50 cal. That was in Scotland.
Oh, no big deal.
Yeah, it was very big.
It was fucking amazing.
Dislocated shoulder after.
What, rifle or handgun?
The lay down
Handgun.
fucking
Sniper rifle.
massive
The Eagle.
Sniper rifle, mate.
There's my scores. We hit things.
Oh,
Nice.
groovy.
Super on
That
target.
ain't bad.
Wow.
Yeah, they were all right.
Yeah.
Definitely the rifles
Was
were
from 3
easier
foot, but hey.
because you get to sort of, do this as opposed to.
Brah, 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 brah.
Dirty Harry stance.
Yeah, that's funny.
Tony's old enough where handguns were still legal in the UK.
Yes, Jack. We've
They
always
were
been.
for a
I've
while.
still got one in my closet.
No, don't say that, Tony.
Oh,
No.
shit.
Just kidding.
It's a joke. He's an
Quick,
idiot.
put the scroll of the thing across.
Oh my god, fucking hell. Oh, editor, for the
There you
love
go.
of God. Oh my god.
Anyway, the 50 cal
Gun is just another
fun.
name for dildo.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's plenty of them in the closet.
Tony's
They
big
had 50
nobbler.
caliber rifles in there, and they
You should have
cost
had a
like
go.
19 grand.
Mm.
Huge things, and the bullets like this big, and it's
Oh, yeah.
like $10 a bullet. So you've
Yeah.
got to be fairly rich to buy one and like fire one.
Practice, yeah.
And I said to like the guys in the gun shops, which helpfully enough were pretty normal guys. I did expect like slight psychopaths, but they were fine. And he said he sells like one a month. So there is a scary market for all these guys with these 50 caliber rifles at home. Just go,
Like you were saying with the cars, Jack, right? I mean, yeah.
They don't fire them, it'll ruin the rifling. They get naked and rub them against their bodies. You know what Americans are like.
Well, you say that, but there's a lot of fetishism around firearms and the culture there.
Mm.
Speaking of, Curry, have you started playing Death Stranded 2 yet?
no,
Speaking
I'm-
of fetishism,
still in the middle of Claire, whatever, Expedition 33.
No.
I can't move on until we finish it.
Is Death Standing the one where he's walking around with a backpack?
Yes.
Yeah. But I hear there's a lot of feet in it. Me and Curry got into feet because of Dr. Decker.
Well, there's only a certain girl's
a few
feet with it,
tentacles as well.
Yeah.
and black tar.
Pure cinema.
Welcome to Let's
Thank you,
Try
Zero.
It Out.
Claire Obscura. That's the one.
Yeah. Bloody hell. We've run out of drone topics. We're talking about feet and guns.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got my gun video. If you want me to show it, I shared it with you
Yeah.
guys. My quick clips. Let me see if I can
Just-
find it.
I'm just waiting for
Did I
the
ever-
DJI system to come out. I'm waiting for
Did
the
I ever show you
O5.
guys my DJI stuff? I got some
Do
DJI
it.
stuff.
Do it now.
Did I?
No.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay. So I did a test flight, lower-ish light, like not. It was around sunset-ish, and where is it? Oh, Jack's gone. Share screen. Yeah. So I did a test flight, and it looks pretty darn good.
Is this no GoPro? This is just like through
This is
the-
straight up DJI O4 Pro, no GoPro.
Are you liking it now?
Um,
Because your video, because I watched a video and you were like, oh, I don't know if I like it. Blah blah blah. I always fly in 24 frames, 4K. I think that's the best cinematic-y looking frame rate there is.
yeah. So here's the thing. I've only I've only flown 3 packs of it so far,
Right.
and the first 2, I wasn't exactly feeling it, and I was also flying at 30 frames per second, so there was extended latency on that.
Mm.
This pack, I was flying at a higher frame rate, and so it was less latency, and it seems to look pretty freaking good. The only thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of was like how crazy wide the field of view is, especially in flying with 16:9, because I'm used to 4:3 where all my OSD elements are kind of like in a square, where when the field of view is so wide and it's 16:9,
Yeah, it's horrible.
Move the OSD.
I can't even
elements.
see the OSD unless I like
Move the
start not
OSD.
looking at where I'm flying, and then I'm like,
Can't you just put it in 4:3? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
can,
move the
I
OSD
guess.
elements, dude. There's nothing that says you can't have the OSD elements like in like 20% of the middle
closer-
of the screen. You can just crowd them all in there. They don't need to be at the corners.
That's true. I guess I'm just used to putting them on the corners of my analog stuff, but like,
Yeah, don't.
I guess
just shove them all right in there, and then you've got peripheral
Yeah.
vision if you need it. But you can just be right in the center of the frame all of the time.
Just
as well.
change the actual. Don't fly in 16:9. Fly back at
Or you
4:3.
can shrink the screen down.
It screws with the recording on the latest DJI stuff, Tone, I think.
Does it?
yeah, I think that was one of the things
Yeah.
that I was worried about. Was like, I
Yeah.
prefer flying in 4:3.
So you can't fly in 4:3 and record in 6:9.
They introduced some weirdness with the O4, I think. Yeah.
I don't know for
ridiculous.
sure if you
Why-
can or if
why
you
would you
can't.
There
Why
was
would
some
you not be able
funkiness.
to do
It
that?
changed. Something about it changed. I don't know. Well, Caroline will know, I'm sure, because she's flying.
Even if you fly, the thing is like, I would like to just fly and it's done. If I fly in 4x3, then I'm gonna have to gyro flow it back to 16:9. So that's an
No, I
extra
mean
step.
you'll like the idea is you fly with one view, and then
Yeah,
what
and
goes onto your
record any
micro
other.
SD card is extra.
Yeah.
Can you do that? I have to look that up. Can you?
Well, yeah,
can
you
you
used to
record?
be able to, but I'm not sure you can in the new ones. Caroline says shoot in 4:3 and reframe to aspect ratio. Oh, yeah, reframing is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, extra
If you
step.
can fly and you're just taking like a crop into the goggles, and you can fly like that and not worry about the wide stuff.
Well,
But
that's the
if
thing
it's
too. Is like
16:9 anyway, then you might as well just shove 16:9 in the goggles.
But
I guess the other side of
it's
it too is
horrible
like
to view flying that way. I'd much rather
Horrible.
have that view than that view.
If you're
But
doing
I guess,
scenic stuff,
Stephen-
it helps though.
you were saying, Stephen, like put the OSD elements more in, which you know
Yeah.
what, that actually does make more sense because I'm not looking on those sides of the
Yeah.
frame.
No.
So
You don't have to keep
Then
going
I-
sideways to find what the voltage is.
I guess at the same time though, it's like the closer there's other things and like little stuff flickering around like in my field of view, the more like I'm used to with analog. It's like I'm flying, I can go like this, I can go like this, and I'm just barely moving my eyes like there's a little bit to see what I'm doing. With DJI, I'm like, where is my OSD? Where is my OSD?
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all right because I've always kept my OSD elements right on the sides because I want to keep them middle free. And so I'm
Exactly.
sort of used to glancing on one of the corners. But
Yeah, same.
I don't
Probably
find
position.
it too bad because even though like the out to the side of the screen, which would take you something to look at, I'm mostly focused here anyway. And it's only
Yeah.
if I need to do something that I have to look around. So
I'd really like to just
That's fine.
fly with as much of the full sensor as possible because I
Yeah.
like to remove the lens distortion and get it down to 16:9 with no lens distortion because all the screens I'm viewing this stuff on, like my computer screen, the TV screen, tablets, they're all 16:9 mostly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm just trying to find stuff that works at 16:9, and if I'm flying 16:9, I know where the edge of the frame is, and I can
Yep.
frame it, and I don't then end up with any inadvertent distortion when I go from 4:3 up to 16:9, and you end up with that kind of fast edges, slow center thing, which it's not really.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
I'm not a fan of that.
When I like with GoPro, if when I'm using a GoPro, I would use like super view or hyper view. Like it looks insane on the edges, and like everybody gets so like whatever about it.
Fast edges.
But at the same time, when I fly in 8x7 or like the 4x3 type mode, and then I gyro flow it into 16:9, it actually does. You don't really get. It pretty much takes away that distortion you're speaking of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a bit, and maybe if you shoot, you have to shoot wide. At least on the newer GoPros, if you shoot wide with 8x7, then gyro flow it to 16:9, it looks pretty damn good. But I don't. For some reason, though, it's weird. For freestyle videos, I actually prefer the ridiculously extended hyper view or whatever.
Get the
just-
adrenaline going.
A little bit. I think it looks cool, but then you get people complaining that the horizon's all like an S. It's like, yeah, whatever.
I like to not have to do anything in post processing. That would be my most important
Yeah.
factor.
100%. Yeah. The trip that I did at the start of this year, this trip I did last year, I pretty much shot exclusively in 16:9 hyperview. And I was like, okay, this trip this year, I'm going to shoot only in 8x7. And because I can convert it back to hyperview if I really want to. But I want to see, like, okay, does it matter? I mean, can I deal with the extra step? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.
What's your workflow like then? Let me go first, and you can contrast it. I have a super basic workflow. I take the card, run it through gyro flow. I attempt to lock it off and avoid it flipping around too much, so it doesn't go crazy if I do flips.
Yeah.
Make sure there's not too much wobble, but I really try and get as much of the frame as possible, and then push to remove lens distortion. And then I cut a couple of clips out while I'm in gyro flow, and I export those clips and upload them to YouTube, and I'm done. So I have a very bare bones workflow. But what does yours look like compared to that?
So if I'm flying GoPro or even with this new DJI 04 in 16:9, whether I'm on the super wide view or the hyper view or whatever you want to call it, I basically do like if I am gonna just whatever do like super wide view, I'm doing stabilization in camera no matter what system. I'm doing the widest I can. I'm plugging the SD card into my computer straight to the editor, not touching a damn thing. If I'm shooting, which is the most preferable because then I don't have to fuck around. Pardon my French, sorry. If I'm shooting in the more like square 4:3 or 8:7 aspect ratio, similar to how you're doing it, it's going straight into GyroFlow. Well, first things first, I got to find the clips that actually like look or that are usable, obviously, but then put those into GyroFlow. One cool thing that I like about GyroFlow for long clips is that it automatically senses that it's a broken up clip and it compiles it together for you. But then I pretty much just slap on whatever the GoPro's preset is to, make it normal. I might up it a little bit to get rid of some of that distortion on the outsides. But I don't really like when it does like the whole like this thing where like the background and the foreground when you turn it kind of does like that weird like sort of warp. So I actually have it almost on like the lightest settings possible, and that's basically it. Yeah, like as minimal when it comes to anything with post, like as minimal as possible. Yeah,
I'm with Cole there. Basically, whether it's a GoPro or a DJI, it's in camera stabilization, and then it goes on the editor. The only thing I ever have to mess with GyroFlow is if I'm using Walk Snail, and that is just a pretty light pass, because if you go too heavy on it, it doesn't look like it's proper flying anymore. It just looks like it's some smoothness. And you're right, I hate that. It almost looks like a dolly zoom where you get that
dolly zoom
thing. It looks really bad.
I try and
vertigo
control
effect,
there's like a zoom speed control, and I often find myself jockeying around with that because you can force it to go on a really slow zoom, and you reduce that dolly effect, which is it just suddenly deciding, because you're spinning around and you're doing a roll. Oh well, I'm going to have to lose the sides of it because I need to just go right into the center of the frame to hide the fact that you've just done a 360 roll.
Yeah.
And that's why it does those punch-in zooms and then comes out again. And you can just be like, there is a setting in GyroFlow where you can be like, nah, shut up. Just don't stabilize it that much. Just keep it out. And if you're going to roll, just let it roll. Don't try and lock it down that hard.
Well, it's funny because I actually I just opened GyroFlow now. The smoothness slider, I literally put it at like 3%.
Yeah.
The zoom limit, I put it at like 110%. And the zooming speed, I put like, 2 seconds or something like
really
that?
Slow down that zoom speed, and then it avoids the weirdness where it feels like someone's frozen the video and is just like zooming it in.
Yeah. It's not like it's like your dad with a camcorder back when you're playing soccer as a kid. He's like got the zoom rocker. Yeah. No, I think when it comes to anything, whether it's like stabilization or effects or whatever, it's like the less you use, actually, the better. Like it's really easy to overdo it.
Andy RC says he tries to just disable dynamic zoom entirely, and I think if you can, that looks ideal. If you can just be like, oh, I'm going to lose like 20% around the edges of my frame, and I'm good with that. And I can just leave it there through the entire flight, and then your viewport can slide around in the frame as it needs to, but it doesn't need to zoom in and out during the flight. That looks a lot better.
Yeah, I also think that when a lot of these cameras, when they do the built-in stabilization, like that is basically covering, I would say, 90 or more % of the bases there. Like I don't need it. I don't need it to be like butter. I mean, smooth is nice, but you don't need it to be like a floating cloud or whatever. I don't know.
My first action cam was an Insta360, so I've just kind of got used to after flight stabilization. That was my normal. I didn't start with GoPros. So
I was flying with this and a Mobius, so I taught myself to fly smooth because we had back in the day no stabilization, no gyro.
Flying a tricopter, only two of the motors worked.
So go back to this and learn how to fly smooth. That's what I say.
And honestly,
To balance his props with tape before he took off every day.
oh, here comes Jack.
I tried to fly with race flight for years after
Yeah.
ignoring his bestest quad friend about Kiss.
I like race flight. They fucked around with it too much. There was some really good stuff when they first did it. It flew lovely.
You had to keep it in the box, didn't you? You had to keep it in the box. But you got that
Yeah.
next year, your first edition comic books, haven't you? Yeah. we know.
How else would you
Yeah,
like to use off it?
I'm very proud of this that I was able to source one. I did open it to test it, and I did put a little cover on it. But oh, frick, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's these things will go into a frickin' FPV museum at some point.
Yeah, I got two. I'll still
You mean
use.
Jack's from.
These are quite dented. They've got BB marks in them because I wear them through my cap on my head when I'm playing airsoft. So yeah, mine get a bit.
When he's around the
smashed up,
supermarket, people just shoot him in the head with a BB gun. Don't judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Alan Victor said, Session 5, the best freestyle camera ever.
Yeah, because it makes you fly properly. That's why.
Yeah, and your drone
Mobius.
isn't like
No
a
one said
million.
anything about the Mobius being the best freestyle camera ever. I wonder.
Mobius
Strange.
is crap.
Absent somewhat.
It was crap. It was just like, oh, that's the next thing on from the keychain camera.
Yeah, it was shite.
Oh, speaking of
Run
action
orange.
cameras like Session 5s, I am giving away a light bulb. And actually, it's not a light bulb. It's a come on.
Is it Runcam Orange?
It's a Runcam Orange, and look, it still has the plastic on it.
Compatible
Oh.
with Gyroflow on a good day.
Compatible with
If you
Gyroflow.
baby the settings and kiss it and rub its belly.
Yeah. So I was doing this thing where like when my YouTube channel got to 200 subscribers, I was gonna give this away, the light bulb.
6 watts
And
of pure power.
I have reached that, so now I have to figure out how I'm gonna do the giveaway. And
Keychain
I'm actually-
A-Light to win.
it's so I put out a couple of videos over the last few days or like the last week or so that like I think pissed off a lot of people, but I'm now at 298 subscribers. So I'm actually almost at
Whoa.
300 now in the last like week. FBV's
FBV's coming back.
coming back because you talk about DJI crap and piss everybody off.
Did you like the blades of grass though? Do you
Oh.
understand?
The most beautiful blade of grass I've ever seen, Tony. No, you know what? Like it is nice. The image quality and what you can get out of a standalone like onboard, no extra camera, whatever. It's unreal. Like imagine what the 05 Air unit's going to be like. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be
It's going to be incompatible with everything else.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
GoPro's going to go out of business.
Well, they need to step up their game, GoPro, because they're going to go out anyway. They should have done more software stuff before hardware anyway, if you ask me. All their softwares always crash on everything I've got.
Well, I don't think the hardware is the problem. They started running more and more demanding stuff on the same chipset, and it's like,
Well, yeah.
let's just overheat. I saw the last one I saw where some guy compared it with the Insta 360 action camera type thing. They said, what I want to do is like see how long the battery will last. And of course, the GoPro just overheated before it got to the end of the battery, whilst the Insta just went all the way through.
True.
So my next action camera would be an Insta anyway.
So speaking of Insta 360 and GoPro, I don't know if you guys saw any news or anything recently about it, but apparently a judge had found that Insta 360 violated GoPro's intellectual property, and they just got the
They
crap
use
suit
the
out.
word smooth in their marketing materials.
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't really watch the whole thing. I just saw the headlines and was like, they got
Come
you.
on.
It
It's
was some
America,
design
isn't it?
pattern stuff. It's
It's
more
kind
of
of-
this like dodgy patterns where you don't actually have the original idea, but you call it smooth or you call it flow, and therefore, can't do that.
Well-
It's the same as this light bulb. So this light bulb has a view called XV. They couldn't call it Super View because of GoPro. It's called XV, which I assume is extended view. Yeah.
One of the patents holds. One of the patents that GoPro holds, as far as I'm aware, is specifically about in-camera smoothing. as
Yes.
opposed to anything else. And this is where I was quite surprised that like Insta could do it, and I think DJI do it, but call it
My
something
Insta
different.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, mine does. My my X3. You can do like horizon lock and all sorts. So I wonder when this was going to come up, but
Yeah.
these are the patents that are the ideas patents, which
Yes.
I have
Uh,
a huge
It's
amount
toxic.
of resistance to, because it's like they haven't stolen an invention, they haven't copied something. They've implemented their own ideas about how it's done, which is like you could argue is a novel and different approach to it, which is
and new normal patents are beholden to criteria which insists that it must not be obvious to anyone educated in the art. I think that's roughly the wording. The idea should not be obvious or evident to anyone educated in the art. And to smooth something in a camera, when you're dealing with a camera that is undergoing irregular vibrations or motion,
Yeah.
the notion of smoothing in the camera is bloody obvious to everyone, and it's trivial, and there's so many ways to do it. It's infuriating. They claim, oh, yep, it's ours. It's just
Something
if it was
excited,
a
Jack.
technology patent, it wouldn't fly at all. It's a joke.
Do you remember portable CD players that didn't have the skip function, and you used to have to walk funny to keep your legs smooth?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bet GoPro's going to come after those people back in the like early 90s, like late
It's just
90s.
a question of
early
what
2000s.
does obvious count as now? Like, surely anyone that's looked at an action camera and strapped it onto a radio controlled car or something, thinking it's going to be like they're driving, some supercar, they're just instantly distressed by how crap it looks. And the obvious thing they think of was, well, if only the camera could like move around the bit that's actually being recorded to reflect like a center portion of the image, and then use a gyro to lock that off and keep it pointed in the same direction. It would be really obvious to any engineer that looked at it.
Yeah.
So how they got those patents is it's very strange.
you can get.
I guess
paid
it's like
for
if you're the
anything.
first to do it, right? Like
When I was at
Yeah, but it's got to
IBM,
be non-obvious at the same time. You can't patent a bucket for carrying water just because no one else has got a patent for a bucket.
Oh,
You know,
you'd be
that's not how it
surprised.
works.
Here's an IBM patent for you. Doing a test from a list. Literally,
Yeah.
a list was got a patent to it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
mental.
I flew
Yeah,
drones at an
luckily that one's
IBM at an
expired now.
IBM factory one time.
You up?
I flew drones around an IBM, not factory, or it's like some kind of big office building factory-ish type thing. It was interesting. Not really
Yeah.
on topic though.
One
Other
of
than
my data
IBM.
centers
close
used to be an old IBM shipping center, distribution center.
Mm.
Big old giant arena. They put in like a 10-foot floor and pumped air ducting up through the racks at that height, and filled it full of servers.
Funny, I actually didn't. I used to not know what IBM meant, and then it all made sense when someone told me.
International Business Machines.
There you go.
Indeed.
Fun times.
Yeah. Anything new and exciting coming from you, Curry, in the future?
No, it's all just dull.
Yeah.
There's
Future
nothing.
is
I haven't
dull, the future is
started
bright.
doing anything yet since I got back. I've just been admin and washing and things like that. I've got things like put new receiver in this, fix that plane that I keep crashing, and do something else. I can't remember it, but I'll get around to it eventually. It takes me a while to get back into the swing of things because I can't remember where I was. I'm sort of stuck. It's like, why is this video half edited? What am I doing? I don't know. That sort of thing.
Mm. I've got to get back into bloody flying. What I need to do before August, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Time's a
something.
ticking.
I'm sure there's something that'll work. I'm sure I've got quads that'll still work. I hope.
It was mainly your radio was the problem, right?
Well, we think so. We think it was that. We're not 100%. But, I mean, the thing's 11, 12 years old, I think. So,
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever been changed. The only Jack fiddled around with software and stuff in it, but I've changed the gimbals once, and that was it, to Hall gimbals, and I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Caroline Tyler is going to Spain in September. Wow. Spain has some incredible bandos. I don't know if you are aware of this or not, but if you look up Pablo Flor, I think it's like Phoenix FPV. He's like the bando slayer of Spain, the Spanish bando slayer. Yeah, crazy.
Well, enjoy your holiday.
Enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. When are you actually coming, Cole? Is there
Very soon. Very soon. Just basically top of the month.
Very soon then.
Yeah.
Shit. I better get organised.
Yeah. We'll have to get together and rip some packs.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a low energy. Apologies, Cole.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I'm like, I think that I've done some pretty like, I'm not like the craziest pilot in the world ever, but I've done some pretty like crazy flying in the past couple of years where like, honestly, I don't mind just like
you've done jungles, you've done flying over bridges, done all this stuff.
Mountain dives, bandos, crazy stuff. And like, I'm by no means like the best freestyle or best pilot in general whatsoever, but like, I do kind of miss hanging out with your buddies and like just going out and flying, and it's not no competition, and it's like
just having the chats and catching up with people is nice too.
For sure. Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to.
On that note, shall we wind this one up?
Aye.
Hello,
boy.
Jack. Not well.
No, you done the intro, buddy.
This week, you have
Corey's the favourite.
Okay, well, he's sometimes the favourite.
Always. Everyone's favourite.
Thank you, everyone, for another episode of Let's Drone Out, up to a magical 516 on Thursday, the 17th of July, which I should have done at the start of the show, but I didn't. I suck. So thank you very much, everyone. You have been joined by almost everyone's favourite curry kitten.
There's no almost. It's everyone.
You have to guess who it is. The wonderful Canadian working on his lumberjacking, Cole. Chop, boom, chop, boom. Don Star getting back into the hobby at some point with his collection of GoPros.
August.
Jack's darling ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife.
Leaving it right to the last minute, as always.
And
something I explicitly told him not to do.
Right till I fly salivating at Tony's collection of GoPros, I'm sure.
No, I'm gonna be inserting them into him.
Well, that was the plan all along. I think everyone knows that. Thank you, editor. And thanks to our wonderful Patreons scrolling past underneath, keeping most of their lights on, albeit some of them at a slightly decreased wattage. So if you know anyone who enjoys the show, please, please, please ask them to join our Patreon. We would enjoy it very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.